Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Brand new in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
It's week 6 of the NFL, and we're going to look here at wideout A.J. Brown. He got plenty of looks a week ago and turned in almost 160 yards. It's the Eagles and the Chargers coming up next.
Well, the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start out here with action left. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. When they have the football, it will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Fields drops it underneath to Spiller. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space to let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. The Chargers at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Fields on first down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Spiller. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That one good for 10 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. He'll take it at the 42. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. L.A. readies for its next possession. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 16 yards right off the bat. What a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long. And that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fields going to hold on to it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Fields, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Chargers have moved out in front. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Butker now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up a throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The LA offense ready for this next possession. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Play action. It's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields setting up the screen. Here's Spiller. And to the 42-yard line here, brought down there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And out now come the Eagles. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A throw over the middle, taken in. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Fields. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On the option to give to Williams here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they defensively it worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Well, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll look to set up his blockers. Oh, what a move. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. The Seahawks trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Garrett Wilson, a touchdown reception. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Eagles, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action. Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st down, it's Fields. On the screen, complete to Spiller. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They run the option on 2nd down, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. They'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Dancing to his left, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Fields, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chargers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Well, with him trailing here in the 2nd half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the option, here's Williams. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Here we go with Williams. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got him not pinned down, but in a favor.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jamal Williams with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go.
And now here's another interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Williams will try again. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. It's their quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. That's caught, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Fields on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the option to give to Williams here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a first down throw, Fields. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Chargers on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. On first down, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Fields. Now they go screen, it's complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Well, this looks like a roughing call. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Fields. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Again, Fields. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
70 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. This is Smith with a grab. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Williams. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.